Welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome back. Um, Things I wish I knew or learned 40 years ago. How to communicate with people. How to communicate with people. So, having a plumbing business, it's very important to communicate with people, or no matter what you do in life. So, having the plumbing business, when I go up to the door, one of the first questions I ask them is my truck okay where I parked it? And you might be thinking to yourself, why is that important? You know where you parked. They can look outside and see where you parked. You're on the street or you're in the driveway. It's pretty common sense. But the people that you go to do the job for are already anxious, already nervous that they have a water leak or something in their house. So when you open the door and you ask them, hey, is it okay if I park there? You're already starting to break down that level of anxiety. You're already breaking down the fear of how much is this guy going to charge me for being there for an hour. He already gave me a set price, but is he going to charge me more? They have that fear of, I don't have a lot of money. I don't want to spend a lot of money. I don't want the guy here. I don't want this problem. I just want my toilet fixed. I've been waiting all day. So you got to break those walls down a little bit. Have a smile on your face. You can read someone's facial expressions. Have you ever talked to someone that has a smile on their face? You automatically know that they're happy. Automatically. Without even having them saying a word. When you go through the door, when you go through their front door and the screen door doesn't shut and you go through it 3 or 4 times, adjust the door. Adjust the door so it closes properly. You know what I mean? A lot of times I'll find things in the house, I'll find things outside to talk about when I'm there in the house with the people. I'm not there necessarily for the plumbing. I'm there for the communication, for them to get to know my personality. Anybody can do the work. Anybody can come in and fix their faucet, fix their toilet. But what people focus on is the money. They don't focus on building a good relationship. They don't focus on building communication with that person. A lot of times, homeowners want to see what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, they'll always say, I don't have time to fix this. I'm glad you're here. Can I watch? Yeah, you can watch. I have no problem with you watching. You can ask all the questions in the world that you want, because people are going to do that naturally. If they see something interesting or don't know, a lot of times people will ask questions, but people take that offensively. Like, oh, why are you asking me a question? I know what I'm doing. It's not about you. You're in their house. It's about them. Ask them about the artwork on the wall that you passed 3 or 4 times going to your truck. Ask them about the animals walking around, the dogs and cats. Ask them about anything. You're in their house. Communication. Building trust. Building the confidence that you have in them. That they called you or whatever. It's kind of hard to explain. A lot of people go there to someone's house and they don't care about the customer. They care about getting the job done, getting the check, and rolling out, or whatever, getting the money and leaving. They don't care about building a relationship with the client. No matter what business you're in retail, you're in finance, deliver packages. No matter what you do, people remember you more than they remember what you're there for. You know, imagine if you just deliver packages, right? If you deliver packages, you know everybody has a Ring camera right now. So instead of just walking to the door, putting down the package and walking away, imagine if you went to everybody's house and just danced for a minute. Put the package down, just did like a little jig, you know what I mean? Just something simple, just a little dance, and then walked away. You know that person's going to see that video. They're going to get a smile out of that video 9 times out of 10. They're not going to report you for what, dancing? They're going to get so much enjoyment out of that to where you might not see that person for 6 months because they're at work, but they're going to be home one day, and you're going to pull up, and they're going to see you and say, you know what? I love that video you did 6 months ago when you danced. That made my day. And you guys can have a little, maybe a minute conversation about it. That's building communication and building not really trust, but like building a relationship. You know? Not that you care about that person. I mean, you do. You know what I mean? We're all people. But it's just an extra step that nobody goes. We all see these viral videos of, you know, people dropping off packages or whatever, just acting silly. You know how millions of views they get? And it's not really about the people they work for or the package they got. It's about the interaction. It's a funny thing that makes someone happy. That's what the goal is supposed to be. Making people happy. You know? And making them just enjoy your presence, basically.